All right, let's talk about TED Talks. Have you ever watched one and just been blown away thinking, wow, how do they do that? Well, you're in the right place. We're going to pull back the curtain and break down the secrets to giving a talk that's powerful, memorable, and really connects with people.
But first, let's start with a feeling I'm pretty sure we all know, that heart-pounding, palms-are-sweaty feeling, when you step onto a stage and all those eyes are just locked on you. Yeah, it can be absolutely terrifying.
And if that feeling sounds familiar, you are so not alone. I mean, look at this. People are often more scared of public speaking than they are of heights, snakes, even death. And you know what? That fear isn't irrational. We instinctively get that there's a lot on the line, our reputation, our credibility, and the success of an idea we really care about.
But here's the game-changing idea. What if that nervous energy, that adrenaline, isn't a threat? What if it's actually an asset? It's fuel. It's the sign that you're about to do something that actually matters. The trick isn't to get rid of the fear. It's to harness it and turn it into passion and energy on that stage.
Okay, so let's get into the mechanics. The absolute foundation of every single great talk isn't your cool slides or how you stand. Not at first, anyway. It all starts with finding your one big idea and giving it a really strong backbone. And that backbone has a name. It's called the through line. Think of your talk as a journey you're guiding your audience on. The through line is the main path. Every story, every fact, every example has to connect back to that single path. If it's a detour that doesn't lead anywhere, you've got to cut it.
And check out these examples of really powerful through lines. What do they have in common? They distill a huge idea into one intriguing sentence. Take that first one. More choice actually makes us less happy. Wait, what? My brain says the opposite should be true. That little bit of tension, that counterintuitive twist, that's what makes an audience lean in and say, okay, tell me more.
So once you've nailed down your through line, it's time to actually build the talk. And for that, we're going to need two of the most powerful tools a speaker has, connection and narration. This is how you turn an idea into an experience.
Here's a crucial point about learning. You can't just push information into someone's brain. It doesn't work. You have to create a pull. You have to make them want the information. And that pull comes from connection. It's simple stuff, really. Making actual eye contact, admitting a mistake to show you're human, a little self-deprecating humor. All these things build the trust that makes an audience want to listen.
But of all the tools you have, narration, storytelling, is the undisputed champion. Why? Because we humans are literally hardwired for stories. It's in our DNA. A great story can bypass the logical, analytical part of the brain and plant emotions and ideas directly into your listeners' minds. It's like a Trojan horse for your idea.
And this slide just nails the difference, doesn't it? The version on the left is pure drama. He threw me overboard. Whoa! You feel the shock, the confusion. You're hooked. The version on the right? It's like a boring police report. It's bogged down in details and kills all the tension right away. One makes you feel something, the other just gives you facts.
Okay, so you can have a great idea and a killer story, but it is still so easy to fall into some really common traps that will make your audience tune out completely. Knowing what not to do is just as important as knowing what to do.
And honestly, it all comes down to this one core principle. Your talk should be a gift, a generous gift of insight, of inspiration, of a new perspective. The moment your audience feels like you're trying to take something from them, their money, their business, their approval, you've lost them.
And that taking mindset leads directly to these three classic talk killers. The sales pitch, we've all sat through one of those. The ramble, that's what happens when you don't have a through line and you just waste everyone's time. And the org chart talk, that's when you talk about your company's structure instead of the amazing ideas your team is working on. Always, always focus on the idea, the gift, not on yourself. All right, we're almost there. Let's talk about the two moments that can make or break your entire talk, the first minute and the last minute. This is where you either win your audience for good or you lose them forever.
Your opening isn't just an introduction. It's a battle. It's a 10-second war for attention. You're up against phones, email notifications, and 1,000 other distractions. You cannot afford to slowly warm up. You need a hook that grabs them by the collar from the very first word.
And just look at the incredible difference here in Zach Abraham's talk. The first version is, okay, it's a fine statement, but the second version, it drops you right into a specific, dramatic story. It builds suspense, and then bam, that shocking personal reveal at the end. I promise you, nobody is checking their phone after an opening like that.
And then there's the ending. This is the last thing they'll hear, the thought they'll walk away with. So don't just let your talk fizzle out. End with purpose. You can challenge them with a call to action, inspire them with a vision for what could be, or just leave them with one beautiful, powerful sentence that sums up your whole idea.
So you see, the secret to a truly great talk isn't about being some perfect, polished performer. Not really. It's about finding an idea that you are deeply passionate about, building a clear through line for it, and then sharing it generously, like a gift. So the only question left is, what's your idea worth spreading?